and I've got something really cool for you today. This is the M94919 Home 365 set of 2 resin tree stumps with flicker candles. And you'll see that we have different choices here. So this is the coolest thing. Remember, you get 2 of those. They are like the most unusual, different, cool, interesting lanterns that you've ever seen. That little piece on the inside is affixed there, which is really great. I wanted to mention too, this is a clearance sale price of $25.99 or 3 easy payments of $8.66. So that's basically $13 for each one of these, which is great. So use them both together. You can separate them. You can gift one, keep one, but they really are cool, unusual, always cool to the touch, and are just going to add something interesting to your decor, which is nice. So I'm going to give you some specs here too. They're about 8.5 inches tall and about 5.5 inches at the bottom. There's little feet down there too. So even if it happens to get wet, that's okay. You can set this outside. There's a battery compartment there too, which is nice. You're going to put 3 AA batteries in. They're not solar powered. Sometimes you're limited with solar power where you have to use something just in a sunny spot. So you can use this in the shade. You can use this inside your home if you want to, but it just is a conversation piece. You'll set this out on your table. Maybe you're gaming like you see there. You've got a chess game going. That light really dances and flickers as a real campfire would. There are 3 kind of openings, so you're going to be able to see something really awesome from all sides here. We do have a couple of different color choices. I want to just mention that this one is called Birch, which I have here in my home, which is kind of a lighter choice. And the details are just amazing. I don't know how well you can see this up close here, but all of those details are so great, even on the top there. You see the rings, or the rungs, as if the tree were growing. There you're seeing dark brown. So that's the other choice. So if you like that deeper, darker, richer color, go ahead and go with that one. And I've got that birch in front of me as well. But because we made these out of resin, they are safe for outside, which is nice. We can get those great details all around. There are those 3 openings on all sides, which is so, so cool. And you see that flicker. That's just flickering away. It's dancing. It gives you that beautiful warm feeling, but there's no warmth at all. If little ones touch this, you know, it's not hot. There is a 6-hour timer on here. So when you turn this on, it's just one switch on the bottom. It will turn on for 6 hours and then it will shut itself off. And that's great too, because every night it will come on at the same time. You can always override that by just turning that off and back on. But that's really nice too. I love it when I have things that will do the work for me. So you can, you know, maybe you're inside and you can set this right outside on your patio where you can see it. Maybe you're using this inside. You know, if you have any kind of a theme, maybe you have kids or grandkids that have that woodland theme. I just saw a celebrity designer, the one that flips all the houses, just redid a playroom in a woodland theme. How cool for the kids, the grandkids, to have something like this in the room. For the forts, my kids, when they were little, it was all about forts. They used up every single cushion and blanket and comforter in my home. So it's great for adults. It looks really interesting and different, and you can just, you know, up your decor outside or inside, but also it's really fun for kids too. Something that's totally different. And this is from Home 365, which reminds me, this is something that's not just for spring or summer, but this can be used all year round, and it can be used outside all year round. And I know, I hear that there's a lot of interest in the dark brown choice. I think you're gonna love that. The contrast is really cool. You get 2 of them and they're in 2 separate boxes too. So if you wanted to gift this to a teacher or gift this to someone else, you could do that. You don't have to worry, there's no remote or anything like that. You're not recharging. You're gonna pop 3 AA batteries in each one, and then you just turn it on and then you have that really just awesome flicker. If you wanted to, I wanted to show you, you could make a little plant stand out of this. How cool is that? You could fit, you know, a drink on the top of this too if you wanted to use it that way. There you're seeing the details on the top. Truly looks like, you know, the rungs of a tree that ages, you know, year after year. And then when you cut that log, all of the detail on the side is just so, so cool. So you're seeing that detail there. Remember too, this is clearance price. I love that all these things in the show are clearance price. We're at the very tail end of our garden season here at QVC. If you've been following along with us since, I think, January. So I don't know how many more times you're going to see these things presented. Now's a great time to get it. We're hitting Memorial Day weekend. I'm actually down the shore right now. That's what we say when we're in Jersey. But you know, lots of traffic, lots of people. So it's the unofficial start to the summer. So you're going to be spending your time outside. I know for me, my favorite time in the summer is being outside at night. Love it when you get that gorgeous glow. That torch effect, that is so big right now in home decor with your outdoor decor. And you're not purchasing a separate centerpiece there, which I've already had to do that in the past. I had to purchase the lantern and then the centerpiece. This one is affixed inside, so it's not going to loosen. You know, if this should happen to blow over, if you had some kind of a storm, it's protected, made of resin, not too heavy at all. Kind of the perfect size too, about 8.5 inches tall, and about 5.5 inches at the bottom with those feet right there that will set it kind of up off of the surface a little bit so water can run under that, no problem at all. You'll pop those 3 AA batteries in, you're good to go. No solar, no recharging here, no worries about that. And remember too, they come separately boxed. If you wanted to gift this to a teacher or gift this to someone, maybe for Father's Day. My father is an outdoorsman. He's going to be 90 this year, so he doesn't really camp that much anymore, but he spends so much time out on his deck. And, you know, I think this would be such a great gift for him because he does love sort of that woodsy feel and that different effect. Again, you're not going to find any lanterns like this. Home 365 is a brand that truly brings you things for 365 days of the year. So not just summer, not just spring. Summer's hitting right now. That's my favorite season. But you can use this in the winter too. If you're somebody that likes to spend time outside in the winter, bundle up in your coats, maybe you're sitting around your campfire, having some s'mores, playing some games outside. You can put these in planters. You can set these throughout your garden. If you're lucky enough to have a pool, maybe you have this by your pool and you have your glass of wine there. It really does add some cool ambiance. That flame dances and flickers and looks like a true campfire. If your kids, you know, have you ever done a fairy garden with your kids? This would be a really great addition to that. Maybe you're going to tuck this around your mulch beds or your garden. I love that idea. It is weather safe. So if it happens to rain or snow in the winter, it's okay. It's fade resistant, so you can use this in the brightest of sun. We do have those 2 great color choices. I've got the birch here, which is a little bit lighter in color. And then the details are just amazing. I can't wait for you to get this home and pop that out of the box. There you're seeing the dark brown. That's the other choice. And remember too, these are not solar powered. These are battery operated. So you're going to just take a little, you know, like a little eyeglass Phillips head screwdriver and pop open that battery compartment. There's also one switch down there. You just turn it on and that activates a 6-hour timer. And then that will turn itself off every single night too. So that's a really great thing. I love seeing those little cozy little bits of light out on my deck. That's where my husband and I like to spend most of our time in the summertime. And it's all the planting is done now. We've got the lights out there. These are going out there too, which is great. Sometimes we bring the TV out there, watch the Phillies game. Sometimes we'll play games out there, or we'll just enjoy the starry skies. These are great. Remember, this is a clearance price $25.99 or 3 easy payments at $8.66. So unique, great item to get. Now we're going to toss over to Jack. Jack in California.
Yes, hello. We're out here in San Diego, and I'm glad to be bringing